Hello, my name is Jennifer Roloff, and this month is Poetry Month, and I would love to talk to you and show you some of my favorite poetry books. And hopefully, this month we can read books alone or together or hear them and create fun activities with them. The first book is called Pizza and Other Stinky Poems. So, do you love food as much as I do? Then this poetry book is just for you. The poems are silly and nonsensical, and they're about different types of food. Tomato and sticky buns are my favorite ones. Do you have a favorite food? Is there something that you would love to write about? So here's just a couple of the pictures of this book, and it's just kind of silly. Some of them rhyme and some of them don't. The next book is called Volcano Wakes Up, all right, by Lisa Westberg Peters and illustrated by Steve Jenkins. I love volcanoes. I think they are so cool. I love the dark color of the lava that turns to ash and becomes this dark black color. I love the lava color, which is a bright orange. And that's why I picked up this one. The illustrations are eye-catching, and the poems are from the point of view from a volcano, ferns, and a cricket. I had no idea that plants and insects lived on volcanoes. The part that I know that you will love the most is the cricket. The way he talks in his poems sound like kids. So he doesn't use correct grammar, and his poems use letters and numbers instead of words. So he's trying to say something, and he says C-U-L-A and R to talk. Do you know what he's trying to say? So this was a really creative book, cute, and the pictures are beautiful poems about volcanoes. Some of the information you may already know, and some would be new. The next one is called Can I Touch Your Hair? Poems of Race, Mistakes, and Friendship by Irene Latham and Charles Walters, Sean Quayles, and Selena Alco. This is a more serious poetry book about race, and it is about two students who don't know each other very well, and they're put together to do a poetry lesson. So as we can see, one is a white girl with blonde hair, and the other is a black boy with curly dark hair. They decide what topics they wanted to talk about, and then they give their point of view on it. So some of them are written by him, and then some of them are written by her. So each one, if you look at the table of contents, if I can get it open. There we go. Each of them have one. So the the poem project, and then writing partner, shoes, shopping with dad, hair, strands. So each of them have a different poem, but they all write about the same, or the two of them write about the same topic and what they go through and what their background is. So the poems are pretty different from each other because they have different backgrounds and experiences, but it's pretty neat. However, beware because there are some sensitive topics and ideas in this poetry book, but it is very, very good for some of the older readers. Also, the next one is called Construction People, poems selected by Lee Bennett Hopkins, illustrated by Ellen Shee. I know that all students learn about community workers, and this is another great resource to talk about our community workers and more about those kind of jobs that people have. I love how diverse the people are shown in this book. As you can see on the cover, it is a female welder. So how cool is that? Up on a high skyscraper. It talks about architects, crane operators, carpenters, glazers. I didn't even know what a glazer is. And if you don't know what a glazer is, pick up this poetry book and look at it. Backhoe operators. And another really cool thing is not only does it have really cool pictures, but each one of these poems are written by a different author. So you can see what poems you like, and maybe you can find more poetry by this author. So I thought that was kind of a little bit, that was neat. I liked the idea of having multiple authors in one book. So last but not least, my favorite. So we started with food, which is my favorite, but then we go to fairy tales. And I love fairy tales. And what I loved most about this one is Mirror, Mirror, Snow White Snow White and Sleeping Beauty are a few of my favorite, and both of them are in this book. So it is Mirror, Mirror, a book of reverso poems. Have you ever heard of a reverso poem? I had not heard of a reverso poem before. And it was written by Marilyn Singer and illustrated by Josie Massey. So a lot of these, or all of these, are very familiar poems. And what is really awesome about it is they are poems that they write, and I can show you. Maybe I can show you. It is in reverse. So each line starts with it. So it says, who says it's true? Down is the only view. If you believe that this poem will challenge you, up is something new. And then the other side is the same lines in the same order, but backwards. So something new is up. You will challenge this poem if you believe that the only view is down. It's true, says who. So what it is really cool, this one is just a reverse poem. It's not necessarily a one about a fairy tale, but what it is really cool about these is, like, this one is about Cinderella, and this is kind of more about the stepsisters. And then this one is about the prince first, and then here is or this one is about the Sleeping Beauty, and then this one is about the prince. So it's the same exact poem, but it is written instead of top to bottom, it is written from bottom to top. So I thought that was really cool. So now, what ones do you like best in this book? And it's really cool that it tells two sides to one story. I wonder which way she started. Did she start with up or down first? How clever is this book, and do you think that you would be able to do it? Some of these poems rhyme and some do not. What is your favorite type of poem, and which book are you going to read first? Thank you and have a great day.